Hello friends. Now in this lecture we'll start new chapter, that is factorization. Factorization. Okay, so factorization basically means to express the given expression in such that the product of the terms should be equal to the given expression. The product of the term should be equal to the given expression. So uh, I hope you are clear with the basic methods of factorization. That first very basic method for factorization is to take something common. Okay, also we can apply some identity. So we'll start some questions. So here is the very first question: factorize the following. Okay, question is factorize the following. In this first one that we are going to see is 12x cube y raised to 4, 12x cube y raised to 4 plus 16x square plus 16x square y square minus 4x raised to 5 minus 4x raised to 5 y square minus 4x raised to 5 y square. So this we have to factorize. Okay, so as I told you, we have to start with by taking common. So when I say to take common, it means we have to take maximum thing that can be taken common. Okay, so for that, let us see, this 12 is actually I can write 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, this x raised to 3 can be written as x multiplied by x multiplied by x. This y raised to 4 can be written as y multiplied by y multiplied by y multiplied by y. That means, in short, I can say there are 3x, there are 4 y's, here 2 x's are there, 5 y's are there, and so on. So we won't write this much long because it is too much time consuming. So simply we'll try to take common directly. So here I can say actually two twos are there. Okay, 2 into 2 into 3. Here if I talk about this, so here we have 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and here it is 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, so you can see this 4 can be taken common. Okay, in the numeric words I can take 4 common. So 4 if I take common, then here I will get, okay, only 4. 4 is the common among the numeric values. Now we'll see about the variables. So here x raised to 3, x raised to 2, x raised to 5. So I can say x raised to 2 is definitely over here. So I can take x square common. Now here it is y raised to 4. That means 4 y's are there. Here 5 y's are there. And here 2 y's are there. That means I can say definitely 2 y's are there in each and every term. So I will take y square common. Okay, so here it was 4, I took 4, sorry, here it is 12, I took 4 common, so 3 is left over there. Now, here 3x are there and 2x I took common, so 1x will left over here. 4 y's are there, I took 2 y's common, so 2 y's will be left over here. Similarly, here it is 16, I took 4 common, so 4 will be there. X square, this completely came out, so no x will be there in the second term, only y will be there. Now, out of 5 y's, I took 2 y's, so 3 y will left over here. That means y cube will be there. 4, no, 4b. Here 4 is already taken common. So, in the numeric coefficient, if we talk about, nothing will left over here. That means I can say 1 will be left over here. Now, out of 5x, 2x are taken common. So, x cube. And over here, again there is only y square and a y square are already taken common. So this is my final answer. These are the factors of the given expression. Now you can see there is nothing which is common in these three terms. So this is my final answer. The only thing that you have to understand over here that how to take common. Okay, so note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next one. 8a cube, sorry, 18a cube b square plus 36ab raised to 4 minus 24a square b cube. Okay, again we have to follow the same method. First we see what is the maximum quantity that we take common from the numeric coefficients of all three terms. So here it is 18. So see, if you are not able to find the factors directly, then go with this method. Factors of 18 are, in that way you can find 9, okay, then 3, then again 3, then again 1. So here I can write factors of 9 are 2 into 3 into 3. Then 36 is there. So factors of 36, if I find, sorry, factors of 36, so 2, here it is 18, then 2, then 9, 3, 3 and 3 and then 1. So factors of 36 are 2 into 2 into 3 multiplied by 3. Then 24. So factors of 24 are 2, then here it is 12, then again 2, here it is 6, then again 2, here it will be 3, then finally 1. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Now among these three, if we talk about common, yes, 2 is there, 1 3 is there, that's it. There isn't anything. If I take this 3, so in this 24 there isn't any other 3. So I can say 6 can be taken common. So however, it should be clear to you directly, but if you are not able to identify what should be taken common, then you can follow this method. So here I will take 6 common. That I'm taking common among the numeric values. Now let us see about the alphabets or the constants. Here it is a raised to 3, here it is a, here it is a raised to 2. So in other words, we can say we have to go with the minimum power alphabet, that is a. So a is there. Now out of 3 a's, 1 a is taken out, so a square will be left. Also I took 6 common, so 3 will be left. He can also see over here, yeah, only 3 is left because 6 is taken common. So 3 a square. Now, definitely b can be taken common. So, among the powers of b, b square is the smallest. So, here I can say 6, ab square is common. 3 is left. Okay, 3a square. Because b square completely taken common. So, there won't be any term related to b in the first term. Now, over here, 6, a has been taken common. So, no a will be there. B square is taken common. So, b square will left. Minus 6 has been taken common, so here it should be 4. You can see over here 2 into 4, as well as over here it was 2 into 3 6. Okay, now a square, so here I can write a and b. Okay, because there are 2 a's, 1 a is taken common, so 1 a will left over here. There were 3 b's, 2 b's were taken common, so 1 b left. So this is the final answer. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, Now we'll see the next question, question number 3. 10m cube 10m cube n square plus 15m raised to 4 n minus 20 m square n cube minus 20 m square n cube minus 20 m square n cube. Now again we'll follow the same method. First we see what numeric value we can take common, and this time I will tell you that try to take common directly without finding the factorization, because it will take time, it will consume your time. So if you are comfortable by taking common directly, go with that method. Okay, so here it is 10, that means 2 into 5, 15, that is 3 into 5, 20, that is 4 into 5. So 5 is there in these three numeric coefficients of these three terms. So I can take 5 definitely common. Okay, now among the m, there is m cube, m raised to 4, m square. As I told you, you have to take the minimum power. So m square is the minimum, so I will take m square common. Now if I talk about n, the n raised to 1, that is having minimum power, so n. So here I will left with 2 m n. Okay, here it was 10, I took 5 common, so 2 will be left over there. M cube is there, I took m square common, so m raised to 1 will be there. N square, here it is n. Okay, one n is taken common, so one n left will left in the bracket, plus 3. Okay, because 15 is there, 5 I took common, so 3 will be over here. M square, so here it will be m square. N is taken completely common, here it was 1n and that is taken common, so it will remain as it is, minus 4. M square is taken completely common, so no m will be there. Here it is n raised to 3, n raised to 1 is there, so here we'll left with n raised to 2. So this is the final answer, 5m square n, 2m n, 3m square minus 4n square. So note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question, question number 4. 24 a raised to 4 b raised to 4. Okay, 2 a raised to 4 b raised to 4 minus 3a cube minus 3a cube b raised to 5 minus 3a cube b raised to 5 plus 4a square plus 4a square b raised to 5 plus 4a square b raised to 5. Okay, now let us see what common we can take. See, if we talk about the numeric values, here it is 2, here it is 3, here it is 4. That means nothing is common, because factors of 2 are 2 into 1. Okay, factors of 3 are 3 into 1. Factors of 4 are 2 into 2 into 1. So if we can say only 1 is common, that means we say nothing is common. Okay, that means numeric values, among the numeric values we cannot take anything common. Even though if I take 1 common, 1 multiplied anything remains the same thing. So that I can take common. Now if we talk about the alphabets or the variables, here it is a raised to 4, a raised to 3, a raised to 2. So definitely I will take a square common, because that is the minimum among the uh, powers of the a. So if I take a raised to 4, definitely b will also come. So a raised to 4. Now among the b, b raised to 4 is the minimum. I took b raised to 4 common. So here I will left with 2, because there isn't any numeric value common. So 2 remains as it is. Here it is a raised to 4, so I do write a square. Okay. b raised to 4 is completely taken common, so no term will be of b will be there. Now here definitely 3 will be there, and a raised to 2 is taken common, so a will left over here and b also plus. Now over here uh, numeric value remains as it is. For a square is taken common, here is also a square, that means no term of a will be there. Among 5 b's, 4 b's has been taken common, so here I will left with 4b. So this is my final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now we'll come to the next category. This was the very first category, very basic for the factorization. Now next, in this, the first one is mm, x plus y, x plus y, 2x plus 3y, x plus y, 2x plus y minus x plus y minus x plus y, y plus 1 minus x plus y, x plus 1, doesn't matter, x plus 1. So now you have to take common. So again, see, common means that particular term should be in each and every term. That particular expression should be in each and every expression or every term. So here there are two terms. Here x plus y is there. Also x plus y is there. I am taking it common. That means I am taking this out of this. So I can say when I take this common, only 2x plus 3y will left minus. Here again I took this common, so minus of x plus 1 will be there. Okay. So whatever you find common or the same, that you have to take out. Okay. So here x plus y was there in first term, x plus y is also in their second term. So I took it out. So I left with 2x plus 3y minus of x plus 1. So here x plus y, over here 2x plus 3y. Now over here when I open the bracket, this x will become minus x and here it will become minus 1. That I hope you know the rules of opening the bracket. If there is minus sign outside the bracket, then we'll change the sign of each and every term inside the bracket. Okay, so here it is x plus y. Now 2x minus x. Although I can directly do 2x minus x equal to x, but here I am writing, for your better understanding, I am writing the like terms all together. So then 3y minus 1. So here it will be x plus y, 2x minus x is x, and 3y minus 1 remains as it is. So this is my final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Question number 6. Okay, x plus y, 2a plus b. minus 3x minus 2y 2a plus b. Okay, so again, the very first thing that we have to observe the given expression, and when we observe, we find that 2a plus b is a part of first term as well as 2a plus b is a part of second term. That means 2a plus b is common in these two terms. So I will take that 2a plus b common. When I take this common, or when I say when I take it out, so I will left with x plus y over here minus of 3x minus 2y over here. Okay, again there is a minus sign outside the bracket. It means in next term, next step, what we do, we change the sign of each and every term inside the bracket. So here I will get 2a plus b x plus y minus 3x plus 2y. So over here I will get 2a plus b x minus 3x plus y plus 2y. Okay, as I told you, here I can do it directly. I can do it directly. That is x minus 3x. I can directly write minus 2x. Y plus 2y. I can directly write 3y. But here I am adding one more step for your better understanding. I am writing the like terms together with their sign. Now in next step, I will perform the addition or the subtraction, whatever is the sign. So x minus 2x is minus 2x, and this is 3y. So this is my final answer, but there is an unsaid rule that always start a bracket in which the first term is positive. Okay, it's not compulsory, but I'll advise you to do this. See, here this is the first term is negative, so I will interchange the term. Here I do write 3y, then minus 2x. Now, if you do write this, that is also absolutely correct, but this is more appropriate. Okay, we always start a term or a bracket in which first term is positive. Now you might say that if both terms are negative, if for a while, suppose both terms are negative, then I will take minus sign common. I put minus sign over here. Here I do write 2x plus 3y. Okay. So if both term are positive, doesn't matter which term you write first. If one term is negative, one other is positive, do write the first term positive and then the negative term. If both terms are negative, then take the minus sign common. So this is the final answer. Please note it down. Then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question number 7 is x minus 2y a minus 5b minus, or make it plus, 5a 5b minus a x plus 3y. Okay. Okay, so think for a while that how you will solve this. I made a very small change as compared to the previous sum in this question. So think for a while that how you will proceed, then I will give you its solution. Okay, see how to solve this. If you observe carefully, here we have x minus 2y, but here we do not have x minus 2y. Okay, that means this is not the term that can be taken common, absolutely. Now here we have a minus 5b. Here again we do not have a minus 5b, but yes, we have 5b minus a. So if you observe these two terms, we can say uh, here if it is a minus 5b, here it is 5b minus a. That means I can convert this in the form of this. Okay, if I take minus sign common, see, I have 5b minus a. If I take minus sign common, see, when I say minus sign common, it means actually I am saying that I put minus sign outside the bracket and here I will change the sign. That means I do write minus 5b plus a. That is known as to take minus sign common. Okay, now we can justify this. If I multiply this with this, I will get this. If I multiply minus means minus 1. If I multiply minus 1 with minus 5b, I will get plus 5b. If I multiply with minus 1 into a, I will get minus a. That means whenever I have to interchange the sign of two terms within a bracket, what I do, I will take the minus sign outside the bracket and I will interchange the sign of the terms which are given within the bracket. Generally, we need this when the sign of the terms within the bracket are opposite, not the same. Okay, generally. So here I took minus sign common, so I got minus 5b plus a. Or in other words, I can write this as I told you. I always do write the first term as the positive. So minus 5b plus a is a minus 5b. Now again do check. If I multiply with minus 1 into a, I will get minus a. Here it is minus a. Minus 1 into minus 5b, that is 5b. Okay. So uh, in that way, now if I take similarly, if I take minus sign common, here I will get a minus 5b, and a minus 5b is already there. That means I can take a minus 5b common in next step. Okay, so let us see how to write this. Okay, x minus 2y as it is, a minus 5b as it is. Now as I am taking minus sign common, so I will interchange this sign. Here I will make it minus. Instead of plus, I do write minus. Or let me add one more step for you. Here I am actually writing this. Okay, this I wrote as it is. Now here I am taking minus sign common, so I will write in this a minus 5b. Okay, and this x plus 3y remains as it is. Okay, here I interchange the sign of these two, so I took minus sign common. Whenever we interchange the sign of the terms within the denominator, I will apply a minus sign outside the bracket. Okay, so next I do write x minus 2y as it is, a minus 5b as it is. Now here it is plus, here it is minus. So plus minus minus. So I do write in this way. Okay, now you can see a minus 5b is there in both the terms. So definitely I can take that common. So I took a minus 5b common. So here I left with x minus 2y minus. Okay, minus sign will be there because I took only this common. Minus sign will remain as it is. X plus 3y. Okay, so here I'll get a minus 5b. Here it is x minus 2y minus x minus 3y. Okay, so here again I can see this is plus x, this is minus x. I can cancel here minus 2y, it is minus 3y. So here I do write a minus 5b. Over here again I am adding one more step for your better understanding, in which I am writing the like terms all together. However, that step is absolutely not required if you are able to do it orally. Okay, so here it is a minus 5b. Okay, here plus x minus x will cancel out. Minus 2y minus 3y, that is minus 5y. Okay, so now I can write y a minus 5b. So this is my final answer, but again there is a minus sign. I can take or I can multiply this minus sign within this bracket. And when I do this, what I will get 5 phi as it is, and instead of a minus 5b, I do write 5b minus a. Why? See, as I took minus sign common, I interchange the sign. Here I am multiplying the minus sign, so again I will change the sign of the terms which are within the bracket. So my final answer is 5 phi multiplied by 5b minus a. So note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next is 5x minus 2y whole square. 5x minus 2y whole square plus 3x minus 2y. 3x minus 2y. Okay, this is again almost similar to the previous sum, but over there only one term was there common. Here it is x minus 2y whole square. So in other words, we can say first term contains x minus 2y two times, that is x minus 2y into x minus 2y, and here it is only x minus 2y. So it is something like that. If I have 5a square minus 3a, so I can take a common. Okay, so here instead of monomial, the binomial has the power. Okay, so what I can do, I can start with x minus 2y common. I took x minus 2y common, so here I left with 5x minus 2y. Okay, we can say here I have x minus 2y multiplied by x minus 2y. 1x minus 2y I took common, so I left with 5x minus 2y plus 3, only 3. Okay, because x minus 2y has been taken common. Okay, now here I will open the bracket and I'll get my answer. So x minus 2y, here it is 5x minus 10y plus 3. Now there isn't any like term, so we'll keep it as it is. This is my final answer. Also, here the first term is positive. Suppose the first term is negative, then definitely I will try to shift the first term at any other position, and I tried to write the first term as the positive. But here the first term is also positive. So this is my final answer. X minus 2y multiplied by 5x minus 10y plus 3. So note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next question. 16, question number 9th. 16, 2l minus 3m, 2l minus 3m whole square minus 12, 3m minus 2l. Okay, so think for a while that how we will start, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. Again, you can see definitely first thing that we can take common from the numeric values. That means 16 and 12. So 16 can be written as 4 into 4 and 12 can be written as 4 into 3. So this 4 can be taken common among the numeric values. Now here it is 2l minus 3m and here it is 3m minus 2l. So there are two ways. I will explain both the ways by which we can take common. See, first thing, here again you can see it is 12 minus 3m, 3m minus 12. That means these two are similar to each other. Only thing is there, the sign is different. Here 3m is positive, here 3m is negative. Here 2l is negative, here 2l is positive. So that I told you in the previous question as well, that we can interchange these two, sign of these two, by taking minus sign common. That means by changing the sign of the bracket outside the bracket. As it is negative, so if I make it positive, here I can write 2l minus 3m. This is the one way. So here I will start 16. I do write as it is 2l minus 3m whole square minus 12, and here I am writing minus of 2l minus 3m. Okay, I took minus sign outside the bracket. I interchange the sign of the terms within the bracket. Why I am doing so? So that this 2l minus 3m and this 2l minus 3m will be similar, and then it will be easy to take common. So here 16 2l minus 3m whole square. Now this minus and this minus will become plus 12 2l minus 3m. Okay, now it is 2l minus 3m that can be taken common directly. So 16, and here I will take 2l minus 3m common. Okay, I have to also take the common numeric value. So actually I will take 4 2l minus 3m common. Okay, 4 2l minus 3m. Okay, when I take this common, now here it was 16 and 4 into 4. So I can write 4 and 2l minus 3m square is there. That means it is 12 minus 3m into 12 minus 3m. 1 2l minus 3m is taken out. So 1 2l minus 3m will left out over here. Now this 12 minus 3m is completely taken out common, and here it was 12. Among this, from this 12, 4 is taken out common, so 3 will be left over there. So this will be 4 2l minus 3m. Now over here it will become 8l minus 12m plus 3. Now you can see among these three terms nothing is, there aren't any like term, so this remains as it is, even though it is not possible to take common. So this is my final answer: 4 multiplied by 2l minus 3m multiplied by 4l minus 8l minus 12m plus 3. So note it down. Then we'll see one more method to factorize the same algebraic expression. Okay, so let us see one more way to factorize this. Okay, so here we have 16 2l minus 3m whole square minus 12 3m minus 2l. Okay, so again the very first thing that we can observe, that these two terms are almost similar just by differ in sign. So see, if I write 6 square, first off let me tell you this: 6 square, that is 36, and if I do write minus 6 square, then again it will be 36, isn't it? In other words, if I write uh, 10 minus 4 whole square, or if I write 4 minus 10 whole square, this remains same. 10 minus 4 is 6 square, 4 minus 10 is minus 6 square. That means if I say a minus b whole square, or if I say b minus whole square, they are same. Okay, a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Again it is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So what I want to tell you that if the square is there, then even though I interchange these two terms, if minus sign is there or plus sign is there, it remains same, because square of a positive quantity or a negative quantity remains same. Okay, so that concept I am going to apply over here. Here it is 2l minus 3m whole square. So in the first method I interchange this. Okay, I made it similar to this. Now what I will do, I will convert this in form of this. So here definitely I do write 16, and here I do write 3m minus 12 whole square. As I told you, a minus b whole square or b minus a whole square is the same thing. So even though if I interchange these two positions, the questions remain same, the expressions remain same. And this I do write as it is 3m minus 2l. 3m minus 2l. Okay, now it is easy to take common. Here it is 3m minus 12. Here again it is 3m minus 12. 4 I can take common from the numeric values. So if I take 4 common, here I will get 3 into 3m minus 2l. Sorry, to 4, because this is 16. So when I take 4 common, 4 will left over here. Minus 3, 3m minus 12 is already taken common. Okay, so here I took 3m minus 12, so minus 3 will left over because 4 is already taken common. Now when I open the bracket, here 4 remains as it is. Okay, one mistake I committed over here. It should be 4 3m minus 2l, then 4 into 3m minus 2 minus 3. Okay, 4 into 3m minus 12, 4 from these two, and 3m minus 12 from these two, and here it is 3m minus 12 whole square. So I left with 3m minus 12, and over here I left with only minus 3. So here my final answer will be 4 3m minus 2l. Here it will be 12m minus 8l minus 8l minus 3. Okay, now if you observe these two, you will find they are different. Only they appear different. Actually, the final answer is same. Here we have 12 minus 3m. Here we have 3m minus 4 is there in both the answers. 4 is there. Okay, here it is 12 minus 3m. Here it is 3m minus 12. So we can say actually among these two, the only difference of their that sign are different. Here, if I write 12 minus 3m, I will take minus sign out, isn't it? If I want to write it 2l minus 3m, I should take out one minus sign outside the bracket. Okay, now if we talk about this second term, here again you can see all three terms over here and over here are different in sign. Here 8l is positive, here 8l is negative. Here 12m is negative, here 12m is positive. Here 3 is positive, here 3 is negative. So if I want to convert this expression exactly in the form of this expression, again I have to take minus sign common. That means to make this similar to this, I will take one minus sign common, and to make this similar to this, again I have to take minus sign common. So those two minus sign, minus multiplied minus sign, ultimately become plus, and in that case you will find these two expressions are exactly same. So these two are the correct answer. No need to convert this, no need to change this in the form of this. These two are exactly same. I am just comparing to make you know that these two answers are not different. They are just looking, or they are appearing different. Ultimately, they are same. So this is my final answer, and this is again it was final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. A square x plus y plus b square x plus y plus c square x plus y. Okay, so here it, see, the only difference between this question and the previous question, over there two terms were there are three terms. Other than there is a not much difference between these two questions. So here you can see x plus y is a factor or is a term in, is a part of each and every term, so that can be taken common directly. So it's very easy. If I take x plus y common, here I'll get a square plus b square plus c square. That's it. This is the final answer. So note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next question is a x minus y plus 2b y minus x plus uh, minus 3c 2x minus 4y plus z x minus y whole square. Okay, so think for a while that how you will proceed, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so let us see to find if there is anything common. See, here if we talk about the quantities which are outside the bracket, so you won't find anything common. Here it is a, 2b, 3c, z. There isn't anything common. But if we talk about this x minus y minus x, this and this, yes, we can see something common. Definitely here it is x minus y, here it is y minus x, and we know how to convert this y minus x into x minus y. Just by taking one minus sign common, I'll be able to write this as x minus y. So I can say these two have x minus y common, directly or indirectly. Now, over here, make it 2. Okay. Now here again, if I take 2 common, definitely here again I will get x minus y. Okay, and here it is x minus y squared. Definitely it has x minus y. In this term contains x minus y, so I can take x minus y common from this as well. So let us see how to solve this. First I will write the expression in which we can see x minus 1 directly common, and then I will take that thing common. So here I am making it minus 2b, and I do write it x minus y. Here it is minus 3c, and I can take 2 common to make it x minus y. Here it is z x minus y, although this is not required, but I am writing, okay, because why I am saying it is not required, because it was 2, so I wrote it x minus y into x minus y. But suppose it is 19, then definitely I am not going to write this. So if it is a square and I want to take x minus y common, x minus y remains left. But here it was a square, so I write it twice, so that you can see x minus y is directly common from all the terms. Now again, before I proceed to take that thing common, I will simplify if it is required anywhere. So here it is 2px minus y. Here I will write minus 3x x minus y plus z x minus y x minus y. Now I can take x minus y common from all these terms. So if I take x minus y common, here I left with a, only a. Here I will left with only minus 2b. Here I will left with minus 6x plus z x minus y. Okay, x minus y is taken common, so a is left over here. X minus y is taken common, so minus 2b is left over here. X minus y is taken common, so minus 6x left over here. Xy is taken common, so x into x minus y left over here. Okay, so here it is x minus y as it is. Here it is a minus 2b minus 6x plus zx minus zy. Okay, so a minus 2b minus 6x plus zx minus zy. So this is my final answer. Okay, I took x minus y common in the first bracket, and I left with this complete expression in the second bracket. So please note it down. Okay, so this factorization is actually very important for your further classes. So please do more concentrate on this. Uh, at least do all the sums once or twice which we solved over here, and in next lecture we'll meet with some different variety of factorization. Definitely this will remain as it is. That means definitely we have to take common. This to take common is actually, we can say, is the base of the factorization. Okay, so I'm finishing this chapter over here, then finishing this uh, lecture over here. Now we'll meet in next lecture with a different variety of questions. Till then, bye. Thank you. Take care. Stay at home.